What's up, guys? Drew Phillips here. You're watching Backroad Diaries, presented by DJ Bridwell.
They'd love to get you back home on the back road.
Welcome back to another short episode of Backroad Diaries here at the Nebraska Fair Managers Convention 2025 in Kearney, Nebraska. I'm here with another Nebraska native,
Kiley Barwick.
And why don't you tell us a little bit about where you come from?
I grew up on a farm. I'm from between Alma and Woolwich, Nebraska, and now I live in Cozad.
Live in Cozad?
Yeah.
So what brought you into music?
Mainly my grandma. She's got me started singing at age 3, and so I started doing that. And then when I got into school, I started band, and actually started out as a drummer. So I did that for probably 5 years in high school.
I think Luke had told me that at one point. I didn't realize it. What kind of band was it?
We started like an old school rock and roll band in high school, and so I played with that forever. And then, also while I was in high school, I started into gospel a little bit and kind of more into the country stuff eventually.
I got my start as a drummer.
Nice.
And nonetheless, playing a lot of Pearl Jam songs, as you
yeah.
say that, and I'm not a fan of Pearl Jam, so that really didn't make any sense, but a job's a job, as they say.
Yeah.
So, the last couple of years, obviously, I've known you for, I think we met probably about a year ago at the Fair Managers Convention when you played over here for the Phi Jack Artist Showcase. And then, so tell us kind of how this last year went for you. I mean, did you have a lot of shows throughout the summer?
Yeah, it went really well. We do a lot of like breweries and smaller venues. Mainly because I don't have a band yet, but we just played a lot of restaurants and breweries. I did play about 3 or 4 county fairs last year, which was fun. Opened for Tim Zock, Castman.
Awesome. Heck yeah. So hopefully that you guys will be able to bring a little bit more success in 2025. And I know as of recently, you've dropped a few singles over the past year and a half.
Yep.
And then you just had another one come out. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we just dropped one yesterday, and it's called In My Head. It's one that I wrote it's kind of about my battle with depression and anxiety. It's kind of heavy stuff, really.
Sure.
But it's also kind of a heartbreaking song about loss. Most of my songs are kind of tuned that way, but it's a sad one.
I remember the first single. I can't remember the name, but it was about your job, correct?
Yeah, the first one it is kind of you go throughout your day. Most of us musicians have day jobs, or more than one day job. So it was basically about living most of my life doing jobs, but dreaming about being on stage and doing those things.
Well, Kiley was another artist that she was actually fortunate enough to grace us with her presence at the 2024 Trails of Tales Songwriter Fest in Deadwood this last year.
That was awesome.
And I got to be honest, that was the first time that I actually got to sit down and look, genuinely, I mean, you gave us goosebumps. I mean, you have an incredible voice, and I made a short joke last night, of course, for such a little girl, you got some big pipes. And we love hearing you got a really classic sound to you. And there's a lot of room out there for that. So,
yeah.
Well, let's talk about, I guess, where you're going this summer. Do you have already any fairs or any?
Not yet. We're kind of wide open for the summer. I was kind of going to see how this.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Yeah, this is kind of the start of everything. I've actually been in Texas the last couple of weeks. I kind of have like a winter tour down there every year.
Yeah.
I've been doing that ever since 2016. So.
The snowbirding.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when you go down there, do you just play acoustic, or do you do your?
We have shows. So I have a 2-piece group, and we do shows and dances and kind of it's all old school country.
3 to 5 nights a week kind of thing, or
Yeah, or more.
Really?
So down there, there's obviously a lot of retired people,
Sure.
and they have RV parks where all these people stay. So we just bounce around from RV park to RV park.
Oh, really?
Play shows. And
I've seen some of those because I got some friends that moved down to Texas, and they go to these RV parks and stuff, and I never understood that, but they have these little gazebos and stuff, or
Sure.
stages. I say it like a lot of the ones I see in their videos, they got lattice across the front of them, and tiki
Yep.
torches.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yep.
well, that's very awesome. So, well, we look forward to seeing what you got to offer in 2025, and hope to have you back at the Trails of Tales Songwriter
Yeah,
Fest.
I'm
and
definitely planning on it. I
best-
had a great time doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Best of luck to you this year, and
Thanks.
we're going to watch Kiley play a song for us, so stay tuned.
Hate to admit there are some days when I feel more than just weak, and this pain down inside becomes too much to hide, and my thoughts turn. Well, I've tried everything that I can to change the way that I am. Day after day, it won't go away. This fear that I lost you for good, but I do my best to give it a rest, 'cause I've always been misunderstood. And if I turn to this bottle instead, but just say it's all in my head. It's all in my head. I feel like I'm drowning in some endless sea, nothing to take it away. Is it because you're not here with me, depression or anxiety, or is it some of all three? Oh, I know I'll never get ahead when I can't even get out of bed. 'Cause day after day, it won't go away. This fear that I lost you for good, I do my best to give it a rest, 'cause I've always been misunderstood. If I turn to this bottle instead, they'll just say it's all in my head. I can't hide how I feel with a smile.
I'd like to know